Welcome everyone to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Wednesday, May 18th, 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link because the signs are different. All right, so we are in this gibbous phase this week, approaching that full moon on Saturday. So there is still a lot of this awareness and momentum that we have been building since these past couple weeks. So here, very earthy, as it has been these past 2 days with both the sun and moon in earth signs. The moon has been in Virgo, so today as well, finding the middle path with that analytical energy. Finding the middle path with self-improvement in our life, or perhaps improving things in our life, whether it's at work, whether it's in the daily sphere at home, or whatever it might be. You know, it's really accessing that solving nature of us to make things embittered and improved in our life. So that's the analytical energy of Virgo. Now in terms of the sun, we do have the sun in Taurus, where we're gaining energy through perhaps that more luxurious or material focus of life. You know, it's really good right now to be focused on where we can attract values in life, where we can enjoy the material things, you know, material security. And it could be financial for some of us. It could be just enjoying the good meal, the relaxation, the hot bath, anything that derives from Mother Earth. And at the end of the day, really being grateful for what we do have in our life and focusing on what we do have can be a great source of that energy. Now, Venus is going to be shifting into Taurus as well this later part of the week. So there is this attraction we can be having with these material things. So that's going to be more so as we go into the weekend, but I do want to mention that not only are we focused on it, but I think we're going to find more of the enjoyments here, perhaps seeing how we can, again, attract some of these things that we value. So it's still right on the cusp, though. You know, there's still a lot of Aries energy, especially because Mercury is retrograde here, and he is the depositor of that moon in Virgo. So the key with this is that we are reflecting on a lot of things right now, and it's a good time to be redoing things. You know, again, perhaps in a self-improvement sort of fashion. But reflection is the name of the game, and a lot of the things we are reflecting on is where we're putting our energy. You know, where are we putting our energy, and how can we, again, readjust and restructure some things? Again, bringing that extra attention to the mind, to the communications, and those daily activities. All right, so those are going to be the backdrops. Now, that's probably going to play the strongest energy of the day because what we have today is a lunar aspect, which isn't that major but still important, and this is going to be a T-square between Uranus and Pluto, all right, that opposition up to Uranus. So I feel like for most of us, if you are in Europe or the East, this is going to be a combination of both energies, but for most of us, this opposition up to Uranus is really going to take the forefront, and this is a bit of that uneasiness. You know, the moon is our emotional body. It's the emotional security. And then Uranus is about mixing things up. It's very erratic. It's a very high frequency energy. And it's about accessing our higher self or our freedom. But in an opposition, there can be a bit of that, you know, that duality, that clash, especially with the square up to Pluto. So the important thing here is balance. And the balance with, you know, that moon in Virgo, where things are very analytical at the moment and perhaps taking care of things. Uranus is in Pisces, which is about letting go, which is about having acceptance in our life. And that's what Uranus has been showing us, the tremendous freedom that does come into our life when we have acceptance in the present moment for how things are. So that's a good way of working with it, and I think just having that awareness of the emotional body, and if you do feel a bit of that wanting to break free or a bit of that independent energy of Uranus, it's good to honor that, to be aware of it, but with balance. Right, and again, having an awareness of both. Now, in terms of that square up to Pluto, this is the fact that there can be a lot of this deeper thing going on, and there could be some, again, those old habit patterns, those old emotional patterns in our life that are being transformed. And so, again, awareness of the emotions, particularly in the deeper sense with this square from Pluto, is a good way of working with it. And that acceptance of them helps the transformation occur, which is what Pluto is all about. So that's going to be, you know, the backdrop, and with those placements, probably the major energy of the day. And of course, we do have Jupiter still squaring up to Saturn. This is going to be going into next week. So with this one, things are expanding. There are possibilities. You know, Jupiter has recently gone direct in Leo, but Saturn is here making sure that everything is done patiently, that we are making sure everything is done correctly, and with Saturn retrograde reflecting on a lot of these possibilities. So it's good to take things slow. You know, it's all about this slow and steady growth, and that's going to be a continuous theme as we approach Thursday of next week. All right, so I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all